Hello, and welcome to part 2 of our recorded training on environmental reviews. My name is Joy Belimbin, and I'm a policy analyst at Homebase. Homebase is a nonprofit that provides technical assistance to continuums of care throughout the nation. We work closely with the Office of Supportive Housing here in Santa Clara County. This recording will go over a resource document and provide a walkthrough of the CEST form for project-based leasing or rental assistance projects. Firstly, we'll be reviewing the resource document on environmental reviews. As seen in the summary, this document provides an overview of CENST and CEST reviews. The CENST format is primarily used for tenant-based leasing or rental assistance projects with no associated repairs or new construction. The CEST format is primarily used for project-based leasing or project-based rental assistance projects with no associated repairs or new construction. This section includes HUD Exchange limited scope environmental review instructions. Additionally, projects may include the following attachments on identifying site contamination and applicable HUD memos. The Santa Clara Office of Supportive Housing also provides templates for CEST and CENST reviews on their COC forms page. This document is also available on the COC webpage. And next, we will be going through a walkthrough of the CEST form template. Okay, so this is the CEST form template for limited scope environmental reviews. Projects that consist only of leasing or rental assistance activities require only a limited scope review. Responsible entities conducting a limited scope review need only analyze certain environmental laws and authorities and may document that the project is in compliance with others without analysis. A limited scope review is appropriate only if the project consists entirely of leasing or rental assistance activities in existing residential buildings without any associated physical impacts, including repairs, rehabilitation, or new construction. Under the project information section, projects must provide identifying information, such as the project name, responsible entity, which would be the County of Santa Clara, and the project location and description. The level of environmental review determination is pre-filled to reflect the categorically exempt determination. Next, the preparer will fill in the grant number, funding amounts, and estimated total project costs in this funding information section. The compliance with 24 Code of Federal Regulations 58.5 and 58.6 Laws and Authorities section provides a checklist of compliance determination for different environmental statutes and regulations. The environmental review must document compliance with each environmental law and authority listed in this chart. Compliance determinations have already been included for factors where compliance can be assumed. For example, the Endangered Species Act, National Historic Preservation Act, and HUD's noise regulations in the right-hand column of the chart. For the remaining laws and authorities where compliance determinations are not provided, for example, coastal barriers, flood insurance, contamination and toxic substances, floodplain management, and environmental justice, a compliance determination must be prepared as indicated by the asterisk in this right-hand column. The preparer must provide a short description for each law and authority, summarizing the analysis conducted, documents consulted, and the determination that the project is in compliance. The majority of projects will yield an exempt determination. However, if the project is not initially in compliance with one of the above laws or authorities, mitigation measures must be conducted or the project should be canceled at the current location. If these are required, the preparer should provide a summary of all mitigation measures taken to avoid adverse environmental impacts. Next, the preparer will select a box under the determination section. If no mitigation or compliance steps are required for any of the above laws and authorities, the project may convert to exempt, which significantly reduces the requirements of finalizing the environmental review. If this is the case, the first box is checked. Most projects will check this box. If this is the finding, funds may be committed and drawn down for this now exempt project once the environmental review has been signed by the preparer and the responsible entity agency official. This project does not require further public notice or a request for release of funds and certification. The other two options below cover what happens if the project is not exempt and requires formal mitigation measures or is subject to further environmental assessment due to extraordinary circumstances. The preparer and responsible entity agency official, OSH Director Consuelo Hernandez, will sign the completed form. In this format, the attachment section includes a no potential to cause effects HUD memo that document compliance with the National Historic Preservation Act. The environmental review should also contain a report of nearby toxic sites and releases using the EPA Assist Tool as shown here. You can enter a project address in the upper left-hand corner. And then also see multiple filters to display environmental sites under select map contents. So some that should be included for environmental reviews include hazardous waste, toxic releases, Superfund sites, brownfields or acre sites, and Toxic Substances Control Act sites. So you can see here that some of these will be popping up surrounding the project area. And switching over to an example of attachments, we can see a FEMA flood insurance rate map or a firm document to document if the project is located in a coastal high hazard area, floodway, or 100-year floodplain. And as you can see, the project is identified by the red pin in the middle of the map here. Next, there is a EPA Assist report summary of the sites listed nearby the project radius. And it indicates if the following features appear in the radius around the project. So these could be toxic releases, Superfund sites, brownfields, or toxic substances sites. And all of these will be identified if they're present with a yes. And if they're not present, the EPA Assist tool will generate no in this column. This also includes an attachment specifically for RCRA facility sites. And just as a note, if you're providing assistance to multifamily housing with 5 or more dwelling units, the preparer should provide documentation showing past uses of the site. Assistance provided to housing with 4 or fewer units does not require past analysis of uses. A discussion of potential adverse impacts should also be attached if hazards are found that could impact the health and safety of occupants. Links to the HUD Exchange limited scope environmental review instructions and this format are provided in the description below. Thank you.